And winter is coming.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome back to Winter is Coming.
We've ranked the figures, now let's rank the vehicles. Arctic vehicles, that is, all from the original toy line. This won't be as long as the figures ranking, since there weren't that many of these vehicles.
I may need to cheat a bit, just a little bit though.
Like with the Arctic figures, we'll be going year by year with Joe and Cobra vehicles on the same list.
Let's start at the beginning.
Here are all the 1982 G.I.Joe Arctic vehicles ranked.
Yeah, there weren't any. This happens a few times. For example, 1986 didn't have any either.
We actually start in 1983, which gave us the Polar Battle Bear, the toy we looked at just last week. And since I called it a fun, neat little vehicle, I have no choice but to put it into the good tier. It honestly could have maybe even gone into the best tier if it wasn't so damn fragile.
Okay, so 1984 didn't have any Arctic vehicles in it either. Unless I broaden the terms Arctic and vehicle a lot. Really a lot.
Then I can add the Bivouac mini playset. Okay, look, the packaging describes it as a forward observation post, giving no indication of what climate it's suited for, but I see it as a structure to protect you from the elements. An emergency kit that a Joes could use in, say, I don't know, a snowstorm? That's why I'm putting it on the list, though I have to admit that as a mini playset, I do find it quite bland, so into that tier it goes. Why yes, that is a downgrade from my 1984 vehicle tier list, but hey, I'm allowed to change my opinion.
Iconic. That's the right word to describe our next entry.
The Snowcat. It has so much going on in play value, it looks great and unique, and even got a classified version. A real historic G.I. Joe vehicle that belongs in the best tier.
Like I mentioned before, 1986 didn't have any snow vehicles, and I can't even cheat my way into adding one this time.
So let's just move on to 1987 with the Wolf, Cobra's answer to the Snowcat. It's futuristic and sleek looking, and while you can tell it's vaguely based on the Snowcat, it's still very much its own thing. It's my favorite Arctic vehicle and gets first place in the best tier. Next is the Dominator, not to be confused with Destro's Dominator. It's the Battle Force 2000 snow tank that turns into, two snow tanks. It's kinda lame, but also futuristic and unique, so I'll put it in the weird tier.
Speaking of weird, you should know where this is going.
As next is the Tiger Cat, where they took a snow vehicle, painted it in tiger camo, and made it a jungle toy while still having ski torpedoes. Yeah, weird tier, obviously. Then there's the Arctic Blast. I debated putting this in the weird tier too, but honestly, it's more ugly than weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, so we're throwing it into the bad and ugly tier. The Avalanche is pretty big and cool. I'm not a huge fan of the disc launcher, but it comes with its own separate, thing. Yeah, it's called both an attack craft and a copter, but the D-cartoon used it as a submarine? It can be whatever you want it to be, I guess, and it adds to the main toy. All this puts the Avalanche in the good tier.
Okay, this next one was a really difficult one.
The Cobra Ice Saber. It's kinda cool, but also kinda weird, and that orange is ugly. So yeah, no shortage of possible places to put it. In the end, I gotta go with weird tier. And I'll remind you all once again that the tier is called good but weird. Lastly, the Ice Snake is kinda dumb looking. It's like a dune buggy only with skis. Also, I have to take points away for reusing parts of the Mudbuster for this.
Though it does give me the opportunity to once again point out that Hasbro are cheap bastards.
I almost want to put it into the bad tier, but it has a little charm and it's weird enough to go into that tier. And those were all the Arctic vehicles from the original line ranked.
But you know what? I'm not quite done. I'm gonna throw in a bonus one.
Did you know the 1994 Cobra Ice Snake was the last Arctic vehicle for 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe until 2002, even though there had been several years that had toy waves in between? Yeah, Arctic fans had to wait a while.
And the first new vehicle all you cold weather toy fans got was...
The frickin' Rock Slide. That ridiculous reuse of the Battle Bear mold I mentioned last week, with the huge over-the-top missile launcher bolted on.
What the hell?
It's so stupid, it almost comes back around to being awesome.
Almost, but not really.
So I'm adding it to this list and I'm putting it in the worst tier. And yes, part of the reason why is because I felt sad I didn't have anything in that tier yet. Okay, we're really done this time. The ranking is complete. All Arctic vehicles from the original line ranked, plus 1 bonus entry.
Now go disagree with me about it in the comments below. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?